3 Days Grace just played the animal that I've become in the Rage, Rage, where it's like, oh! Yeah, I get like that every now and again, but then I realize I'm just dealing with goldfish, and you boutiques that work around in New York are supposedly harmless. I go under that assumption. And then know that there's someone else that likes to play with guns and kill stupid for a living that's hunting down the piranha that are placating goldfish, like harmless goldfish. That's where my faith and hope in humanity comes and stems from. Well, I just am left here to start sagging like disgustingness. Okay, so anyway, my point is that and I know there's, there is black and there is white. Black being if this was the color of your eyesight, right? When you close your eyes, this is kind of the color you see mostly, right? You can't really see anywhere, right? Got it. Okay, so, but then, and white would be, I suppose, this color, right? The complete absence of black. It's the absence of black, and it's also the absence of color, meaning if this is a color, this is a color, these are colors, right? Okay, so if everything is either black or white, your eyes are either open or they're shut. You either see it or you don't, okay? There is an area, a shade of gray, AREASHADEGREY. Now, the area of gray we will label as, there's two areas of gray, but one of them is labeled sepia, S-E-P, I can write this down. S-E-P, because now they're sending me mixed signals because now it's Sephoria, S-E-P-H-O-R-A, but that's not it. That's the septic system I'm talking about, which is the sepia, S-E-P-I-A. Right. Also, by the way, okay, so anyway, so sepia is the brown, B-R-O-W-N, excrement, like in the system between it's not white, it's not black, it's a brown, almost like a filter. If you put, like I have sunglasses, right? It's a sepia filter. Great. Okay, so if you wear a sepia filter in that, you're either clear and there's no darkness. You're fully enlightened. You totally understand what you're talking about and what your purpose is. Then there's I walk around this shade or this color. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who you are. This is how I've lived my life, is what's coming at me. Nobody sent me a daily agenda of who would be showing up or arriving, who they worked for, what their purpose is, and then if they arrive in this format or even in a sepia color, and then they don't speak to me, how am I to correct them and get them to a colorless state of understanding to fix things? Right, so that's how I've lived, is in a cesspool of diarrhea and colostomy with the lost children of the corn, in a state of blackout with none of the arriving goldfish, let's say. I'm sure I have seen some piranha, but whatever. But if they don't state their purpose and what they know and what I should be or need to be doing in order to just get to where I need to be with one man as his wingnut, his machinist calibrated wingnut for his rod, that tightening of that one screw, it's a custom fit. That's all I need. That's all I've ever needed from the batiks, the goldfish, the piranha. Me, him, that's it. And then he apparently was built, whatever, maybe he was built in the machinist shop or sent that way. Me, I got thrown to the dire situation-sized wolves with no pack mate either, by the way. I fucking hate New York. Alright, so I'm still living in sepia level sewage, which is why all of the color skins, the pipes that sing on the New York dial radio that I get my intelligence from, the only signs of intelligence are coming from dark skin pipes with lots of intel from diarrhea land that's confused, and hoping that I will speak out loud in the privacy of my own Behimini car, my Mini Cooper, Mini, M-I-N-I, mouse, M-O-U-S-E, so this way they can clarify and do whatever they do. Yeah, that's not how this works. You're supposed to be like right up front and honest, not throwing me like little fish food and hoping that I am starving enough to like figure it out for you from nobody's helping me land in the Union of America of what the fuck are they good for? I really haven't found a union member that's been useful or helpful my entire existence on surface Earth. Having a little trouble with the European Union too, might I add. Superhero Ukraine, somewhere in that corridor of Eastern splendor, of handsome men with Versa eggplant standing at the shore, ready, tempers, but you just don't know where to direct it. Right, stand back to back with one another. Some of it's got to go far east and some of it's got to go west. Right, I don't know if the kids to the north are being nice or the kids to the south can like relax for 5 minutes. Right. Let's think about this. Right, I think that's about, right, that explains the sepia filter, and that's what's going into my ear. It's always diarrhea. It's murky. It's muddy. It's brackish. B-R-A-C-K-I-S-H, where salt water and fresh water hit each other. They stay semi-apart. In some areas, they're able to stay totally like oil and water. Totally, they don't osmosis into one another. Yeah, it's a freak. I mean, whatever. Ideal in paranormal science anyway. So, but in some areas, it does have a transitional area of like a mixture, right? So if one's black, one's white, one's salt, one's fresh, and then you've got that brackish in the middle of like a diluted potency of somewhere, and you're not quite sure, right? That's what I came to correct. So I don't know why this has been so difficult for my betrothed and all the helpfuls